Hi guys, welcome to another episode of AJAWI TV. I'm AJAWI and for today we'll be talking about tiles. Yes, you heard me right, tiles. It is very important to select the right type of tile for the right situation or the right location within your home. And in fact, the type of tile that you choose can inevitably cause a big problem within your home as it relates to elderly people or even young people. So without any further ado, let's get into this video.
All my life I had to fight, I ain't taking no ill, I paid the price. Remember them days we had no lights, now I'm up 2K, I ain't talking no spikes. Just drop me an avenue.
A homeowner actually decided that she wanted to tile her driveway, right? So she tiled her entire driveway. Some nice tiles. They were ceramic tiles, right? And what happened was she tiled the driveway and rainfall, like she parked on the driveway and rainfall, right? She was living on close to a hillside, right? Rainfall that evening and her car actually slid out of the driveway and into the roadway, right? I tell you this story because it is very important to understand that certain situations or certain areas within your homes require special attention as it relates to tiles. Now, you might say, but a tile is just a tile. I'm going to show you two types of tiles that I went to Home and Things and spoke to them, and they decided that they are going to sponsor us for this video. So they supplied us with two tiles for this particular video. So I'm going to show you the tiles now, right? So if it is that you are looking tiles, you can go to Home and Things. They have very nice tiles there, and they have regular sales. So on Saturdays you can go there. Chances are you might catch a sale. All right, so I'm going to pick up the tiles now. I'm going to show you the two types of tiles that I actually got at Home and Things and why, and I'm going to explain to you why this is very important to really give this particular aspect of your design or construction some amount of thought. And this is why your architect, this is why you select your architect, right? Because your architect will actually think about these things when they're specifying. So once it is within construction, then the contractor will know that okay, within this particular area, then we cannot install any type of tile, or it depends on the homeowner as well. So if it is that the homeowner has elder folks living in the property, then it is very important to select the right type of tile because you don't want slip and fall, right? So there are two types of tiles. The first type that I'm going to show you, well, I'm not going to say there's two types of tiles. There are many tiles, but I'm talking about categories, right? So this tile, as you can see, is very glossy, right? Very glossy. As you can see, there's a reflection. This is what we call a non-friction tile, right? This is very smooth. The surface is glossy. It's very attractive, and if you are talking to a young person who is going to be building a property, they're more likely going to go for this because it's a shiny, we like shiny stuff. So the wife is going to want to select this. Nothing is wrong with selecting this. This is actually a porcelain tile, right? This is a porcelain tile. And the problem with this type of tile is it's very slippery, right? It has very little friction on it whenever it gets wet, right? So I'm going to show you the next type of tile now. The other type of tile, as you can see, this is not as glossy, right? This is a friction tile, right? When you rub your hand across the surface, it's not as smooth, it's rough to the touch, right? And you want to install this in areas where you don't want slip and fall occurring. So, for example, most people, have you ever stepped out of your bathroom or your tub or shower, right, and you immediately catch a split? It's one of the most painful things there is right now. It has happened to me, right? I step out the shower wet and step on the tile and I just immediately slide. That's because I don't have a friction tile within my bathroom, right? So it's very easy for me to slip. So if I had an older person or elder person living with me, I would more likely want this type of tile within my home, because this will prevent or reduce the risk of slipping on the tile itself. So let's look at the two of them side by side, right? These are very heavy, guys, so bear with me. So as you can see, this one on this side, this one, very shiny. This one is not as shiny, see? So these two tiles it's very important to be able to identify them whenever you're selecting your tiles. And if you actually go to Home and Things, they will actually tell you which one is which, right? Let me go put back this. So when I'm looking at my drawings, or when I'm preparing my drawings, right, I'll specify, like, for corridors, for verandas, for outdoor areas that I'm going to tile, right, I'm going to select friction tiles, because I don't want slip and fall within these areas. Or if there are elderly folks living within the area, then I'm going to more likely specify a friction tile, because I don't want slip and fall, right? If it's a young person within the bathroom, I'll still try and to specify friction tiles. But like in general areas, non-friction tiles are okay. Nothing is wrong with them. It's just a matter of analyzing the particular situation or speaking with the client themselves, and basically getting an understanding of their lifestyle or their particular needs. So if they don't have elder folks within their family, then you can look at, okay, they might not need to have friction tiles all over the place, and the fact that they like smooth finish or glossy finish porcelain tile, nothing is wrong with that, because they're not getting up in age. But for like elderly persons who they're only getting older, you're not getting younger, then you might want to take this into consideration. So if you are building and you are an elderly person, please think about it, or speak to your designer or architect and let them know that concern, that hey, I'm getting older and fragile, so therefore think about that when you're doing my design, so that I can enjoy my house a little bit longer. Another situation is where I had actually done a drawing for a client in Portmore, and she loved her design and everything, and she started construction, right? And she asked us to do some inspection along the process to see if the contractor was actually adhering to the design. So I went over to her property to do an inspection, right? Got to the property and went in into the property and everything. Her driveway was tiled, you know, with some friction tiles actually. I went in, and on my way out, I actually stepped on the tile and almost fell, and I had to catch myself on her gate. And she actually had friction tiles. Now here's what happened. She drove the car on it for so long, so frequent, that the surface became smooth. So even though it's a friction tile, the fact that it was installed on a driveway was not a good thing, because there's so much wear and tear that the surface became smooth to the point where if you step on the tile at all, you will slide. And she actually said to me while I was walking out, be careful of those tiles right there, they're very smooth. So you can see that in her, she's aware that, okay, you know, the tiles are not a good idea at that position. We actually had to rip them up and specify something different, you know, because I don't specify tiles for driveway at all. So and most of the times when that happens, it's mostly people that don't have that doesn't have an architect or a designer doing their design or getting advice from these people, because you know it's a decision that homeowners make because them see it somewhere and them probably like it, or them see somewhere that they think it's tile when it's actually is not tile, it's concrete or polished concrete or something, and they might think that it is tile because, you know, they see the grooves and stuff like that, so they decide that, hey, they want tile for their driveway, and at the end of the day, it's not a good idea. So, you know, with that said, do not install tiles on your driveway, please. Just don't. In selecting these tiles, it's very important. Now, I actually got a number for a person down at Home and Things that you guys can call, and they will deal with you, you know, pretty nice, and possibly, you know, you can negotiate with them if you wish. The person name is Tanisha Aspinall, right? Aspinall, TANESHA, and her number is 482-3433. That's 876-482-3433. That's Tanisha Aspinall, right? So if you call her, she will be able to tell you the different type of tile, and you can actually go there and talk to her, and they can even calculate the amount of tiles that you need within a particular area, right? And the growth that you need, but the amount of thin set that you will need to actually get the job done. So, you know, I just wanted to say thank you to Home and Things for their support for this video. If it is that you would like a little bit more on tiles, or in that aspect of construction, you know, just let me know. Alright guys, so we're at the end of this video, and I wanted to let you know, based on our last video, which was on returning residents, I wanted to let you know of a few services that we offer returning residents, right? So if you're living overseas and you want updates for your site, we actually offer site inspection, right? We'll actually go to your site, measure or take pictures on a regular basis or a periodical basis. We will provide you with drone shots of your site. So we'll fly our drone over at different intervals to show you exactly what is happening. We'll also do a video walkthrough of the building to show you where we are as it relates to construction, or where you are as it relates to construction, right? We'll also speak with your contractor to see, for him to give us an update, and then we'll update you. Yeah, and if it is that you have sent back money to buy land and you have heard that, okay, you know, the land has been purchased for you, we'll actually go to the titles office to check to see what's the status of that land that you're now building on, as it relates to if your name is on the title or if you're the owner of it. All right, so that's pretty much something that will help returning residents and will be a bit more proactive as it relates to securing yourself to come home. All right, so I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and I'll see you next time.